looking at me.
Okay, well, turn it around to the other way. Nice looking at the road.
Yep.
Because we've been by a buck several times. It's 107. It's 107 in the morning. It looked like people were just now going in, huh? I'm just wondering why the hell would they wait till closing time to go in? But it was raining, pouring down. 20 people walking in front of us to get into Bucks, huh? And that cop been sitting there for quite some time. The whole time we've been driving around, ever since we've been driving around for at least an hour now, huh? I don't know. And we drove down there. That cop is on the corner. He been there for the whole time. It's like they really do provide security for Buck Saloon here. Look, here's another one coming this way. You want to stop? Yeah, make sure that motherfucker want to stop, man. What the hell? There ain't a bunch of people waiting outside Bucks like there usually is, huh? Oh, there is. There's a bunch of them waiting outside. I think they're waiting to ride that bull right there, huh? That truck there was there, what, last week too, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it was last
I wonder if Harvey's still out here, man. You know, when I see Harvey, man, I'm going to tell him, man, that blue line top, man, listen. First of all, my story is real. At 19, I left Galveston, ended up in Ohio after I got caught in a speed trap, huh? They took my car from me, right? And I was homeless in Ohio. I had 89 cents, huh? And I took that 89 cents, I bought me a loaf of bread. And I used it for a pillow that night, but I bought a loaf of bread so I could have a pillow that night and something to eat for breakfast the next morning. Huh? Hollander, you know it, don't you?
Yep.
Salina, Ohio. I slept on the when it was Casa Rodriguez was just being built 40 years ago. Huh?
Yep.
And Tino Rodriguez woke me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. He said, "Time for you to go. You can't be this is my property. You better get the hell up out of here." So he watched me all the way till noontime, where I was looking for a job all day long. He watched me going everywhere, going everywhere. Lunchtime, he called me over to his van. He said, "You fast?" I say, "Yeah, I'm fast. Why? You know, because now I'm thinking, man, what, you want to fight or something? Why you asking me am I fast?" He said, "Well, I got a job for you." He said, "Be at 6 o'clock in the morning." And I showed up there. The job was for Rodriguez Poultry Service. He owned a poultry vaccinating service. And I spent the next 2 years traveling Indiana, Oklahoma, Ohio, and Illinois. Right, Linda? I traveled Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, Michigan, and one time they wanted us to go clear to the other side of Canada, but he turned that down. I made back then, 40 years ago, I was making $100 to $125 a day. Last time I talked to Tino was about 4 or 5 years ago. He said they're making $250 to $300 a day doing it now. What I was doing it was a hard job. I got paid by the bird. It was I told Tino Rodriguez, he's from Mexico, okay? It was a man came here legally, started a business, and we got paid by the bird. It was farm work, man. I vaccinated poultry got paid pretty good, but you had to work your ass off. Me and another guy was the best two workers. We made all the money. The rest of the crew always cried, so one time he made me and that other guy split up. Me and that other guy didn't like it because our paycheck suffered. You know, we was the best two workers, and when we worked together, we was making big bucks. I don't know. Albert, yeah, Albert died. They told me he died last time I went there, right? Uh, Fucking worked till the day he died, man. That's old Mexican man, huh? He's the one. After I paid my fines, the speed trap, the little town there that in Ohio that got me in the speed trap. After I paid the fines, they gave me the car back, and I sold it to him for $50. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little Toyota Celica I got from my brother. Never actually paid him for it. I don't know. But those people are still at the car wash. Or I didn't look. Yeah, I believe they're still there. Yep. White Ford truck with a brown fender. Yeah, they're still there. They're still at the car wash. They may not use that money to get meth, but they're in a meth infested neighborhood. And still, my question is, why would you leave Illinois if you're homeless there to come here and be homeless? There's jobs in Illinois, and the rent is a whole lot less. There's many, many, many factory jobs. You can just cross right there to Ohio and Illinois and all them little areas right there. I don't know. Lots of jobs, huh? We know because we've been there, right? The rent there is way much cheaper. Here in Galveston, we have no jobs. We have no industry, and the jobs that we do have, the good jobs, we're losing those left and right. Like my son's job, the yard where he works, they done sold that. He's got about another year's worth of work, and then that's most likely going to become a yacht basin. There's the only thing in Galveston is minimum wage jobs now. Minimum wage part-time jobs in the service industry and the tourist industry. Okay? They don't. They want the working class to live across the causeway, and they want the servants to commute over here. There's no jobs, and the rent is outrageous. Most of it's been turned into Airbnbs, man. They've sold up so much of it. I mean, yeah, the rent's way outrageous. Even me, I kind of wanted to sell whenever they offered me what they offered me, man. Would have made a lot of profit, but Linda here didn't want to sell. But our house would be Airbnb. Would actually have two houses there now. Hunting it. Huh, woman? You still lying?
Yeah.
He says it's lying.
Yeah, it says it's live.
Zero people watching.
Uh, 3 likes and 7 people.
Really? 3 likes and 7 people, huh? Yeah. Well, at any rate, I'll go back downtown there and see what all's downtown, man. I've been cruising around downtown most of the time. There was two cops on Broadway. They was there forever too. On G&M Automotive, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We know this neighborhood real good. I don't know. Uh, when we pass right here, and you can sign the house, the house right there. Put the camera on that. That is my mom's house where my mom did live. Now my sister's living in that house right there. And I show them where I got when I escaped that time. Remember, I came back to this neighborhood. Yeah. You heard the time about when I escaped, right? Yeah. Yeah, escape, man. They had the FBI or the sheriff's department at the ferry. We went to the ferry first, man. They had the cops there searching every vehicle before we even got there. Had to use the causeway to get off the island. I got my people off the island, then I came back to this neighborhood. And one of the guys that I got off the island that escaped with me, he was in there he killed his stepdad with a 12 gauge. Talking about from the psychiatric ward I was in here in Galveston when I was a kid for something I did with a hatchet to somebody. But one of the guys I took with me when I escaped was in there for an OD, and the other one was in there for killing his stepdad. The first one back was the one that killed his stepdad with the shotgun. He was the first one back. He turned himself in. He turned himself in, man. And when I asked him why, he said because he was hungry. Idiot. You should have seen the plan he had to escape. I got us out without doing all the violence that he wanted to do. I was the one got us out. I got them off the causeway. I came, got with my people, man. I had them taken off the causeway, off the island. And I hung around, did some drugs, did my thing, That was before I met you. I wasn't 18 yet. I was fucking 15, 16 years old. 15. 15, when I first did the attempted murder, they put me in the fucking psychiatric ward for that. Then I did a burglary of a habitat. Went to jail for that one too. Yeah, that's what I said, man. I took that test in the 6th grade and jumped to the 9th grade. Then I quit school and became a street kid. So I was 16. When I was 16, I went to Job Corps. The day I got to Job Corps, I passed the GED test. Then fast forward till I was, about 20 when I took that test for Ohio, right, Linda? Tested on college levels 1 and 2 for all the subjects, remember? What the hell? That's a driveway, huh? I want to turn in there. I got an art festival or something going down there. Probably shouldn't be telling all them people what my juvenile record was, huh? My juvenile record was bad, bad. But it was sealed the day I turned 17. I actually had a case on me the day I turned 17. And they sent me a letter in the mail, told me it was dropped. The case I had on me was public intoxication, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, a few things because of the things I said to the cop back then. They sent me a letter, dismissed it, and said my record was sealed. That's back when they would seal your juvenile record. They don't do that for you no more. Uh, you heard all the stories, huh, Linda? You even met Shiloh, ain't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, big old black buck, huh? Yeah. Well, let's go see what's going on downtown. Then we'll go off of there and turn it off, and we will turn the radio back on, man. I just wanted everybody to see that I am driving around downtown, and cops are over there at that was at G&M Automotive on Broadway. There was 2 of them there for the longest time, right? Prosperity Bank. All right, Buckshot Saloon gonna be right up here. Oh, what are the police doing here now in the middle of the road? Oh, normally they don't have them lights on, do they? They still got the other one over there. See that? Yep, they still got the other one over there, Lana.
Mm-hmm.
What time is it? 1:20? Man, look how busy it is over there. Oh, the hot dog cart ain't out tonight. Man, that's upsetting. I at least like to fantasize every time I'm driving by. Don't know, every weekend you got to tell me, no, you can't have no $7 hot dog, huh? Don't you?
I ain't gonna waste $7 on a hot dog.
But I do fantasize about it every time we drive by here, do I not?
Yeah.
I ain't been able to fantasize tonight. They ain't got the hot dog cart out.
You can out either.
Yes, I want a hot dog, man. You know, I'm like Homer Simpson. When it comes to food, what Joey say? Remember the other day the steaks was on TV? I said, look, look, look. I told Joey, look, he got all mad. He turned around and said, man, I thought there was a girl or something on TV you wanted me to look at. No, it was a stack of, what was they? New York strips, huh?
Mm-hmm.
They look good, man. Yeah. All right, it is 1:21 in the morning. I'm probably going to go off live and keep driving around a little bit. something we do on your days off, huh, Nana? What'd you see?
Nothing.
Do you know how to stop the live? Oh, well, I'm going to show y'all something. Right here is Bucks. I really think Bucks is a higher class place. If you're going to come party downtown, man, Bucks is a good place because I think you got a less chance of getting into a fight here than you do a couple blocks up the road. Harvey's filmed them up a couple blocks when the cops was over there, but I've rode around there several times, and it's a little bit rougher over here, you know, than what it is at Bucks. So I've been trying to tell my son, man, he's been going every week and buying beer, drinking at home all alone, man. I've been trying to tell him he needs to either start partying. Look, it's Cheech and Chong, man. Look, you seen him? You seen him, didn't you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling him instead of drinking alone, he should start either coming to Bucks, you know, bring $100 a week, hang out downtown. He'd probably like it, maybe meet some girls, man. Or he needs to start going to church. He's too damn lazy to do it one. He works in 6 days a week. Then he wants to just drink at home, man. You know, dude, you need to go. I keep telling him he needs to come into the clubs. Tell the women he can afford to take care of him. He can stay at home. Go get him an apartment and go live and, you know, be broke like everybody else. Huh? Yeah, get him a woman, support her, take care of her. Never know, man. Now, it don't really matter where you meet. This place over here, this is hard. This place is rougher than Bucks. You got a better chance of not getting into a fight if you go to Bucks. More chance of getting into a fight over here. Okay? But yeah, it don't matter. You meet them at the church, man, or downtown in the bars. I mean, they are what they are, huh? You never know. It's luck of the draw, right? He ain't never really been in a serious relationship. He's messed around with one elderly female. Unless she was old, right?
Yeah.
You was mad, wasn't you? Well, at any rate, man, I keep telling him, man, but he's been drinking some beers at home tonight, huh? Drinking alone, drinking all alone. Yeah, man, he bought that truck. He paid cash for that truck. Bought him a diamond watch. Man, why you buy a diamond watch? You don't want to go out and have a good time. Man, put that crap on, go down to them clubs. You're going to be picking them women up. They're going to want you. And it's okay. Move on in. She can cook for you, clean for you. As long as she takes care of the apartment, get you a place with her and play house, man. Shit. Well, then it'd be all right, wouldn't it?
It's up to him what he wants to
Yeah, he's living large right now. Goddamn, huh? He don't have all them bills, man. I wish it wasn't raining, man. I got to put that motorcycle, you know, back together and get it running. Got the carburetor. Look, ambulance.
do. Yep.
Fire truck behind me. God damn. I ain't fucking moving. Till he gone. Huh? Well, looks like it's gonna be a slow night tonight, but I know them cops was up there on Broadway. I don't know. I was gonna go see if they're still there, but man, that 22 miles an hour, that fire truck ain't going very fast, is it? I need to go get some gas. You got cash on you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go get some gas, man. Oh man, you kidding? Why would they do that? Where's that ambulance, man? Come on, man. Listen here, one of the. Hurry up and get over there behind us. I'm pretty sure Harvey probably done went back to San Leon over there, where he somewhere's over there. Harvey is actually staying right around the area where the Bandito Motorcycle Club was actually started. You know that, Anna? Yep, the very first ever Bandito's Motorcycle chapter was started right there, right about where Harvey's at. Yep, not a worldwide, huh? Yeah. Friday night tonight, huh? You want to go turn off the live and we can just ride around, woman, and go down the seawall? What do you want to do now to do it?
That's that.